Hey everyone, it's Rob Golfi here. We're going to talk about what's happening this week in real estate. I'm talking a little bit about my fishing story, and we're going to talk that we hit a milestone 40 million people population in Canada. And we're also going to talk about the Nova Scotia Association of Realtors. They are publicizing the sale prices on homes on realtor.ca. Listen in. Hey everyone, it's Rob Golfi here with REMAX, the Golfi team. I'm here with Conrad Zerini from REMAX Niagara, REMAX Escarpment, and Brian Hogbin with Mission35 Mortgages. He is in motion, probably going up north someplace, and I was coming up north. We're going to talk about Nova Scotia Association of Realtors are aiming to increase transparency by publicizing sale prices on realtor.ca. And we're going to talk about the population just hit 40 million in Canada. But first, I want to talk about my trip to up north. I could imagine it. I could imagine, Conrad, you and I going fishing up north. It would be crazy. I'm telling you, fishing is not my thing. I'm not into it. I'm there for my friends, right? So I'm going with. There's 5 of us total. One of them is my friend that I grew up with, and the other 3 are friends that I've known for the last 25, 30 years. So we go up. So we plan this trip. So my friend that I grew up with, he's got a boat. He's driving up on his own from Guelph. The other 3 friends are leaving Grimsby, going up together. I always like to have my own car in case I need to leave early, which I normally do. So I leave. So anyway, they're there. They left early in the morning. I'm leaving. I left around 3 o'clock. I'm taking a trailer. You know those trailers I have that's wrapped with my name and everything on it?
Yeah.
So I'm driving up, bringing the wood. Everything's all loaded up. They did everything. I basically did nothing. I was like I don't know. I guess they always make fun of me because I don't do too much. Everybody's always running around doing stuff. So anyway, I'm trying to do stuff, but Anyway, so on the way up, I'm driving, and they said, bring ketchup and bring Keurig coffee. And I go, okay, no problem. Boom, boom, boom. I'm driving up there, and I'm on Highway 24, I think it is, going towards Bancroft, just past Bancroft, which is way up there. And I have a quarter tank in my tank of gas, and I passed by an so I said, you know what, I'm going to wait till the next gas station because I want to get as empty as I can, and then I'll fill up so that when I leave, I got a full tank. Yes. So anyway, I drive, and I'm like, holy smokes, there's no gas station. And when you're pulling something, you're burning gas too.
Yeah.
And so
you watch the gauge go.
You have no idea. I was on empty. But you know what? The one thing is I'm scared and I'm praying, right? I'm praying. There's another gas station coming. There is not one. And then I'm going, holy smokes. How far you can go on an empty tank of gas? You have no idea. So I'm praying. So anyway, I run out of gas just past Apsley. Is that the correct name of the place? And yeah. I'm sitting there. I'm going, okay, I am stuck now. I'm supposed to be there shortly. I'm supposed to reach there at 7:15 at the camp, the cottage. So I get out, and I go, what the hell am I gonna do? So I put my thumb out. I'm like, I'm hitchhiking now. So I'm hitchhiking. 2 cars go by, and a lady up ahead stops, and she's kind of thinking about it, and she's backing up slowly, and she's going, should I chance this? She saw my sign on the vehicle, my picture. It was my younger picture of me.
Maybe it was a client of yours. A client, maybe.
So she's backing up slowly, and I'm like, oh my God, there's somebody. That was really quick, and so anyway, she stops and she opens the window down. I go, hey, listen, I'm a realtor, from Hamilton area, and I go, there's my picture on my sign there, just to let her have a comfort that I'm not a serial killer. And anyway, so she goes, I ran out of gas, and I go, I don't know. She goes, well, there's a gas station in Apsley. It's just a couple minutes away. And I go, perfect. I go, I just need to get one of those jerry cans and everything. So anyway, she drives me there, And I'm thinking, well, wait a minute. What if she's
What if she's a serial killer?
Yeah, what if you see the movie?
What did I get into?
Did you see the movie Misery with James Caan and Kathleen Bates?
Yeah.
What if she's gonna break my ankles? I can't run.
Oh, man.
As long as she doesn't break your arms. Your arms
That's
are okay.
it. So anyway, so she drives me into Apsley, and okay, so I saw these people in front of the liquor store. The lady was closed. The gas station's across the street. It's closed at 5. This is like 6 something, and I'm like,
my God.
oh, like it's crazy. So anyway, she goes, well, I know Charlie. I'll call him at his home. She goes inside the liquor store. Everybody knows each other in this town by their home number and everything.
Yeah.
She calls, no answer. I go, shit. Like I don't know what to do. So then the guy at the gas station shows up out of the blue just by accident. So perfect. So I go, hey buddy, can you help me out? Listen, this and that. So he goes, yeah, no problem. Everybody runs out of gas on these highways, because everybody thinks there's a gas station every fucking 2 kilometers, like me. Yeah. So anyway, I get there. He helps me out, bring the gas back. I filled up on premium on that vehicle. This was with $20, actually $176 in premium to fill up that tank. That shows you got a big reserve on empty, eh?
Oh my God, that's amazing. Yeah,
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. So anyway, I didn't get to bring.
Not big enough.
Not big enough. I didn't get to bring the ketchup or the Keurig coffee. My friends weren't worried about me getting picked up by a hitchhiker. They weren't worried about me. They were kind of disappointed there was no ketchup.
The ketchup.
Yeah. So anyway,
Rob,
so that was all good.
I thought you were gonna tell the story about that fish you caught. About that.
Oh, here he
fish.
comes. Here he comes. So we're there, we're eating everything. They're all disappointed, no ketchup. So next day we wake up. Okay, we're going fishing. Like I'm like really excited for it. Yeah, So so I'm on the boat and my phone's ringing. I got shit going on. I'm like trying to take care of business, and you guys understand this. And so I'm on the boat. They're going crazy. These guys are freaking going like, get the fuck off this boat. You know what I mean? So all of a sudden, I'm on the phone. I have my rod out. I'm putting it aside here and there while I'm fishing. I got a little worm on there. These guys are fishing with lures. I don't have time to keep throwing it back and forth while I'm on the phone. So anyway, so my fishing rod falls into the lake, and I'm looking at it. I'm on the phone. I go, I gotta go. I'll call you back. I'm looking at it. I'm going to tell you something. I had like 3 to 5 seconds to decide whether I want to jump in and get it. Yeah. And I'm going, and I'm thinking, how cold is that water? And I'm saying, no way. So I said, I could live with I said, it was a $35 rod, and I had probably the lure was worth more money on it. No, and everything. So anyway, I end up just, say, forget it. I'm okay with losing that rod. And then a friend on the other boat had one of those retractable rods, and he said, hey, Rob, use this for the rest of the day. I actually had 2 fishing rods. I don't know why I brought it. I guess fate was telling me bring 2 fishing rods. Anyway, I did end up catching a fish. It was about the size of my hand. The size of it was that small. So you saw the picture, Brian. You saw the picture. But that was it. Anyway, that's the story.
Are you going to mount it? Are you going to mount it, or what?
I should mount it. I should mount it. I should. It's crazy. But anyway, enough of my story. Enough about me. Let's talk about you guys. What do you think about me? No, I'm just kidding. So we just hit 40 million people in Canada. Now, we don't have any place to put them.
Absolutely not. I have no idea. Like this was very aggressive.
It is very aggressive
immigration plan. Yeah,
it is. Oh, we lost. I think
we lost Brian.
We lost Brian. He's gone closer to up north. But anyway, he'll come back in. But anyway, like, is this good or bad? Like Conrad. I mean, it's good for the economy, but it's bad. For inflation.
Think now, it is. And it's funny. Now they're talking about being more strategic about immigration and more tradespeople and this. But I think it's too little, too late, because we've got a crisis on our hands. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned the inflation piece. We just found out the other day we dropped a point, which was significant. But then the BOC, Bank of Canada, said, well, even though we're at 3.3 now, which is getting closer to that 2%. we're still not giving up on these interest rate hikes, so which is kind of fascinating to me. But yeah, you're right. It's only going to add more pressure to everything. That's why I'm even suspect to that 1% decrease, because I see people out there like I call it the keg effect, right? The keg. Go there on a Saturday, see if you can get in. How long it takes you to get in? The longer it takes you to get in, the stronger the economy is, right?
I just used that same scenario that you were talking about on another show.
Yeah, so it's absolutely. I can't get over the amount of consumer confidence that's out there. So we got consumer confidence. We got more immigrants. I can't imagine how we're going to tackle this inflation. And how real is it? When you think about it, at the end of the day, grocery prices are still high.
Oh my God!
They were just the competition bureaus all over the grocery stores for price fixing. Canada Bread just got fined $50,000. So I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore. I just I think just go with what you need, and hopefully you can. Yeah, and if you need to move and you're expanding your family, just go based on your own life choices right now and milestones in your life. That's really what it is, right?
And that's what I've been saying. People now are moving because they need to move, not because they want to move. Because, if you need to grow or downsize or whatever, a lot of people have these big houses. I think they're going to see a lot of them coming up for sale next year. So there's opportunities out there for people to own some nice houses if they can afford to carry the interest rates. Now, I think with what's going on now, like I think the long-term effect, I mean, if you own a house, you're in good shape. Like I think values of real estate we're going to be probably one of the most expensive countries in the world, if not now already.
Very close.
Real estate values. But I think it's just going to climb even further because of the amount of immigration that we've had. And these people got to find a place, and builders right now, because there's builders aren't building as many homes as they were a year or 2 years ago. So like we got a rush of people coming in, and then we got builders on stagnant because they're not selling because of interest rates. What the heck's going to happen? There's going to be an explosion happening within 2 to 5 years of real estate. So I don't know, Conrad,
it's got to be, the gap's got to narrow. Like resale is going to get so high that the gap will come closer to what new costs. And then we start this whole Ferris wheel again.
Wow.
You're right, Rob. I think it's so true. And I think people that have real estate, this is a great time to trade up, because we have seen a big trend in downsizing and getting control of their debt. So you're getting these people that are looking at downsizing. They probably lent money to their kids to buy houses, whatever. They're trying to bring their debt down, their debt loads down, so they want to have control. Because I think people don't want to have this feeling of not having control when you see rates the way they're going. So people say, look, I want to take control of my life. I'm going to downsize. So I think you're right, Rob. There's going to be some big opportunity at that upper end. I think if you have a bigger home that's a little bit dated, I think you better get it on the market very quickly. Because again, construction costs are pretty high, and we don't have enough trades. So get your home. There's some great opportunities for people that want to upsize right now. And the downsize market's going to be very competitive. So I think people should be doing it now before everybody gets the idea, right?
Yeah. Now, interest rates coming up, another announcement. I feel another quarter point will go up. What's your thoughts?
Yeah. I probably think so too. I think they're just this 2% thing is they're going hard on it. And I think they're seeing the consumer numbers really strong. And they're seeing real estate. There's an uptick in real estate, so they're probably saying, "Look, we got to." The resiliency of the Canadian consumer is pretty strong, and they just want to. They've got that one hammer, and they're going to probably hammer the Canadian enthusiasm so they can get to their 2%. And I think, it's funny. The U.S. is talking about again increases, but they're talking about little ones, maybe like 10 basis points or 15. It's kind of interesting, not just quarters. So I don't know. Maybe Canada might do something along that line. Just a slight little tweak. I'm not sure, but something's in store.
I wouldn't doubt they look at it. All right, so we got a little bit here. So let's talk about Nova Scotia changing their format in putting the sold prices on Realtor.ca. Do you think that's going to be? To me, it doesn't bother me. It's actually better because the public's will know better what house prices are. It'll be easier for us when we walk in because a lot of them, you know what happens with these sellers when you walk in, they remember the house that it was listed and they go, oh, there's that listed at 1.2 million, but 4 months later it sells for 900,000, but they got 1.2 million locked in their head. But now if they got access, they can say, hey, yeah, that house sold for 900,000. When you walk in, at least it's a little easier than them thinking what the list price was, not what the sale price is. And what do you think? What's your thoughts on that?
Oh, no, I agree. I believe in transparency. I know on our websites, and I know you guys have it too, you offer sold data. I think it's smart. I think, look, our tagline for our company is a knowledgeable consumer is our best customer. So the more knowledge the consumer has going in, like you're saying, Rob, the better off we're all going to be, and we're all going to help make better strategic decisions. They're still going to need the realtor to really look at, again, no house is exactly the same in a lot of cases. So there's some, checks and balances and things like that that they have to do. And there's different strategies and different ways of pricing. And I think it's all about the trends. Is it upward trends? Are we seeing a little stagnant, or what's happening with your neighborhood? How's your home performing? All that kind of stuff. It still is every home's got it. It's like almost like a fingerprint to some degree, unless you're talking about a stack of even in a condo, you've got upgrades, you've got views. There's so many factors here, but I think it's great for consumers to have that information. I think this will probably sweep. It'll probably sweep the country. I'm not doubting that.
I don't doubt it. I think it will. In Ontario, they're going to publish that. They're going to watch Nova Scotia, see how it's doing, and they're going to say, you know what? It doesn't bother me. I'm fine with it. I'm good to go. And it's not like, oh, what are they doing now? It's going to come to Ontario. I think it's fine. I think it just makes it easier in explaining what the neighborhood's doing and pricing wise, and it'll be that much easier. You'll see more houses sell faster because of the transparency.
And I think, look, it's professional realtors like the Golfi team and yourselves will always, the more information, the easier the decision, all that kind of stuff, and consulting with clients is going to make a difference. Maybe that person, that part-time person that does one or two is thinking that this information is so important, where it's the professionals like the Golfi team and yourself that look, it goes hand in glove, like information and moving the consumer along is so important. Some of those mediocre agents that are part-time, they may have a problem with it, but I think it's fantastic for the industry.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, guys, I guess we lost Brian. We'll catch up with him later. Anyway, Conrad, thanks a lot, and we'll see you next week. And have a great weekend, buddy.
You too. Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day.